Okay. So, let me get my little timer started so I can have an idea. Set and go. Okay, this is going to be my remake video countdown. Since 2013 is up, I've noticed a lot of people have been doing a lot of countdowns, so I decided to do my own as well, instead of trying to do a lesson or to just review one movie. And I have had time, and just because I had time to watch movies does not mean I had time to do reviews, because one, it kind of wears me, that's just ain't easy for me to do, and me just to lay there and be like, oh, relax time. Anyway, alright. So, coming in at number 11. Yeah, this is going to be 11, not 10. And yes, it's an odd number. Alright. Coming in at number 11 is Psycho. And some of these I do not own yet. I've seen the original when I was a little kid. Back when, I don't know if they still have the Hitchcock exhibit. And I love the movie and I love the Burbs. Let's see. Mess up. Psycho. The only thing that I got a problem with this movie is it's one of those, it was a step-by-step remake, you know, everything pretty much was the same, except it was in color, not that modernized. It's got Anne Heche and, who was that really big dude from Wedding Crashers. Vince Vaughn, yeah, that's it. He just didn't pull off Norman that well, as I was kind of hoping for. You know, you think a big, tall guy like him would do it. But Anne Heche did a good job, though, you know, with the shower scene and everything. And her whole performance was pretty much, I think her name was Tippy in the original. I think so. She did good. Everything else, you know, you pretty much already know what happens in the movie if you saw the original. I'm not going to say don't see it. I recommend you do see it just to, you know, see it for yourself. I'm not one of those, don't see it, oh my god. No. See it if you want. Alright. Coming in at number 10 is Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm just going to abbreviate. No, I'll do it. Nightmare on Elm Street is number 10. This is not a step-by-step remake. This is more along the line of they kind of did their own little thing with it. Who is responsible for this? New Line Cinema. No extremely well-known actors in this, but one of the main actresses didn't even want to go back to acting because of this movie. She did not like it. I like the fact that they made him into, you know, something a little bit scary other than just killing the children. They made him into a child molester instead. I am mad at the fact that they did not keep Robert Englund in it. I don't know why he thought he was too old to do the part, and I disagree with that. He will always be Freddy Krueger to me. Always. Coming in at number 9. Cannot write on this. Friday the 13th. Cannot write. Alright, Friday the 13th. That, it was just made like your regular old freaking slasher movie. And it was just like, let's just do this. It just felt like it was kind of thrown together, kind of. Oh my god, I cannot. It was something, I'll tell you that right now. No, let's see. It was just like, let's have gore, let's have traps, let's make him into a mama's boy. I mean, he kind of was already, but still. It was just felt like everything was, let's just have 5 kids in the cabin like any other horror movie. You know, but it just didn't have the same feeling that you would get in the original. And that's just my opinion. Coming in number 8. Amityville. Is it going to type? Oh, sure. Amityville. Okay, with Ryan Reynolds. It is not a bad, terrible flick, but it's pretty decent. I'll give it that. I've seen the original, I've seen the remake. Like I said, some of these I don't even own yet. It's not that bad. Just give it a watch, and it's kind of it's got mixed reviews and stuff. I mean, that's all I gotta say. It's still got kind of got a creepy vibe to it. All right, but let's move on. I'm not gonna fully explain this because I don't have that much time, and I'm just gonna give you a yay or nay, most likely on these things. All right, next one coming in at number 7. And I'm going to abbreviate this one. Children of the Corn. It's a long title, in my opinion. I don't feel around all that. I got to deal with this one. Alright. I like it mainly because of the fact it's stuck with the book. Or the short story. So, and I have the original right here. I cannot believe that Stephen King didn't even want anything to do with this. But they still did a good job. It had a little bit more gore. It had a little bit more, the marriage that these two people were in was just bad, and it's not shy about that. It's not like back in the day when they made this, the people in this happy and blah blah blah. Oh my God, we're lost. These people just flat out hate each other, and I mean, and they have actual real problems, and they talk about that in the movie. And then, of course, all the kids come on. It's more psychotic and everything. It's pretty cool. Coming in at number 6. The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know where this movie is in my house right now. Okay, Hills Have Eyes. I have seen both, and Wes Craven did a good job on both of them. I applaud him for that. The only difference is that it's just more modern, and they made the mutants not talk, which is a pretty good little touch. It makes them more creepier and scarier, made them a little bit more deformed. It's honestly not bad. Not really. It's not bad at all. I mean, I don't like I don't like the bird scene. I'm just one of those. I don't like cruelty to animals, and but I'm sorry, I'm a big horror fan, but that's just one thing I don't really like to tolerate. If the bird scene was in there, I'd give it a different place. Next one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming in at number 5. Massacre. Alright. With Jessica Biel in it, it is really not bad at all. It's got a little bit different feel to it and everything, and like I said, it's got more gore. I mean, it's not modern, it still takes place in the 70s and all that type of stuff, which is really cool and everything. And I mean, like, it's based on my home state, yeah, Texas. It's inspired by true events. I don't know exactly what the entire story is, but I will find out later. But like I said, it's got a creepy vibe to it. Leatherface is scarier and bigger in this one. And I mean, it's not... These people, their performances are actually pretty phenomenal for a horror movie. I applaud them for that, and the death scenes are pretty good too. It's just all around a good movie, watch it. Okay, coming in number 4. My Bloody Valentine, and I got... Here's a remake right here, My Bloody Valentine in 3D. It has no shyness throwing a pickaxe at you. It's different from the original, yes, and yes, it is kind of like one of those Screams where you have to guess who the killer is, but it's a good type. It's not limited on the gore. It's not shy about it at all. I guess they couldn't have certain things from this here original right here into the 3D version. But it still is a very good movie, and I like it, and I saw it in theaters one time, and I automatically wanted to buy the DVD. So, My Bloody Valentine. N, and then that's supposed to be E. Well, close enough. Alright, coming in at number 3. Halloween. I don't own the original yet, and I'm a little bit ashamed to say I don't. Okay, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Okay. It has I like the background story. I really do, and I know that some people will argue with me on that one, but I really thought it was cool that they said, well, I came from a broken home, and I know some people would argue with that because they would rather hear some little psycho kid come from the suburbs. It's not bad at all. I actually enjoyed it. It's got a more scarier feel to it, and I will say this, and this right here should actually be coming in at number 12. Halloween 2. Let's just add that real fast. 12. Halloween 2. Rob's on me. This should be actually coming in at number 12 because it does not really follow. I'm sorry, I know I went out of order here. It does not really follow Halloween 2, the original. It just kind of does its own thing, and it's really not that great. But Halloween 1, however, Rob Zombie did a really good job, and I applaud him for that. Because he knew what to do. But in the second one, it's like he kind of just did more of his own thing with it. And that's where it just lost everybody. Not everyone's going to get your vibe. You know, just like, oh, my fans know me, so they going to get it. No, we didn't get it. Alright, number 2 is the American version of The Ring. Why do I keep messing up? It's got an extremely creepy vibe to it. And I have not seen the original Japan version because I don't think I could find one that would, I'm saving these for a minute. That, I don't think I found like an English or subtitle version for it yet. But I'll try to. But other than that, it scared me ever since. It's one of those, I walked out of the and it was a PG-13 movie, by the way. I walked out of the theater scared. And to this day, I can still remember sitting in that theater when I was 13. I'm 24 now, shaking and everything. Now, that was a very good movie, The Ring, and I gotta find it. I don't know where it's at right now, but all right, coming in at number 1, and this movie and this is one movie I would watch over and over. And there's this movie I applaud. This movie I love. And I will say this, they made a sequel, then they made a remake and another remake. And you probably already guessed what it is, and it is Carrie. This was more based on the book, and that is the way I like it. It was more dramatic. Chloe Moretz did a good job. Julianne Moore, her performance was phenomenal. I loved it. The revenge scene, loved it. Every single moment. The new ending, loved it. Let's see. This was not, for something that was made for TV, it was not really bad. So for number 1, it is Carrie. Carrie. And it is 2013, 2002. And it is all because of Mr. Stephen King. And he did not want squat to do with this one or the other one. But that is okay. I'm sure hopefully one day he will see it and he may like it. Other than that, this is the countdown right here. And if you do not like it, you can comment below and you can tell me which ones you like. Or if I missed any, you can tell me. Other than that, this movie review is done. I hope that everyone, not a movie review, but countdown is done. I hope you liked my list. And for now, I have to go and try to figure out a lesson or something new I can do. So, later, y'all.